There are colors that wash you out, that make you look tired, and yes, even poorer. And the worst part? So many women over 50 keep wearing them without knowing how much harm they do to their image. But don't worry. Today, I'm going to reveal which tones you should avoid at all costs if you want to look elegant, modern, and classy. And the best part? I'll show you which colors to wear instead so your clothes look more expensive, even if they aren't. Stick around, because the transformation starts now. 10. Soulless beige. Beige is the eternal neutral, but also, if not used wisely, it can be the most lifeless tone in your wardrobe. Believe me, I've seen it 1,000 times. Stunning women dressed head to toe in sand, ivory, washed out camel tones. And the result is as if someone dimmed their presence. Need an example? Actress Diane Keaton often goes for neutral suits, but always with interesting textures, dramatic hats, or contrasting elements. Why? Because she knows that flat beige ages you a lot. Picture it. An all-beige outfit with no accessories, no structure, no contrast. It's like blending into the walls of an old office. Invisible. Lifeless. The solution? Play with contrast. If you're going to wear beige, let it be beige with intention. Add a jewel-toned scarf, an elegant red lipstick, or bold, dark-frame glasses that scream sophistication. And please forget the total beige look with beige shoes, beige purse, and a beige soul. A woman who knows her light doesn't blend into the background. She lights it up. If you're enjoying these tips, make sure to subscribe to the channel. Yes, we talk about fashion, but more importantly, we talk about self-esteem, style, and feminine power. 9. Bubblegum pink. Pink can be sweet, feminine, charming, but it can also be so childish that it wipes away your authority in seconds, and at 60, that's non-negotiable. Victoria Beckham, who rarely goes for vibrant colors, has shown that more muted pinks, like blush or quartz pink, can be incredibly powerful. Why? Because they're feminine, yes, but also sophisticated. They don't make you look like an antique doll. They make you look like a woman who knows how to balance softness with strength. Bubblegum pink, on the other hand, screams desperation to look young. It's the shade that reminds us of school uniforms or plastic purses that should have stayed in the 90s. Wearing bubblegum pink at 60 is like trying to return to a stage you've already outgrown, but without any of the perks. Instead of softening your features, it can harden them. Instead of brightening your skin, it dulls it. Style has no age, but it does have intention. Swap bubblegum pink for dusty rose, elegant mauve, or a soft wine tone. You'll see the difference in the mirror and in the way people look at you. Are you enjoying these tips? Then don't miss my ebook, More Elegant Than Ever. It's a complete handbook to help you refresh your image. Link in the description. 8. Pastel yellow. Pastel yellow seems sweet, angelic, like a summer afternoon, until you place it next to mature skin, and everything changes. Helen Mirren, one of the most elegant women in film, has worn yellow. Yes, but never pastel. She always leans toward gold, amber, or rich mustard tones. Why? Because she understands her palette, and that, darling, is one of the keys to quiet elegance. Pale yellow can make you look washed out, especially if your skin has cool or neutral undertones. Instead of highlighting your inner glow, it dulls it. You look like you didn't sleep well, even if you got a full 8 hours and drank chamomile tea. And worse still, in cheap fabrics, this color screams grocery store bargain instead of boutique sophistication. Want to brighten up without going overboard? Choose warm, mature tones: golden mustard, turmeric, caramel. Colors that say, "Here I am, and I don't need permission to shine." Because what's coming next is such a common mistake. You probably have it hanging in your closet right now. 7. Neon green. Neon green, so vibrant, so energetic, so absolutely unnecessary. It has its place. Music festivals, sportswear, emergency signs, but not in a queen's wardrobe. A perfect example? Madonna, in one of her recent appearances, wore a neon green outfit. And although she's naturally bold, the effect was, let's just say, more alien than admirable. Even her powerful presence got lost in the nearly fluorescent glow of the fabric. This kind of green doesn't illuminate, it blinds. And not in a good way. On women over 60, what it actually does is emphasize shadows, dark circles, and cools down your skin tone more than it should. It turns you into an exaggerated version of yourself, like your outfit is screaming instead of speaking with elegance. Want a green that works? Go for olive green, deep emerald, or bottle green. They're sophisticated, rich, and mysterious, because a queen doesn't follow trends. She adapts them to her throne. And speaking of adapting, the next color is one many believe is youthful, but ends up being a trap. 6. Rat gray. Gray can be majestic, elegant, clean, but it can also be the saddest thing in your wardrobe. And yes, I'm saying it, sad, because there's a gray that can't even be called silver, ash, or pearl. It's just rat gray. That undefined, dull tone that doesn't warm or brighten. It just exists. Julianne Moore, for example, avoids these types of grays. They wash her out completely. She opts for earthy tones, burgundy, or even dark navy, shades that bring color and strength back to her face. Rat gray steals your natural blush, makes you look tired, even sick. And the worst part? It blends in with your hair if you have gray strands, creating a one big gray blob effect that's far from chic or modern. But don't worry, there are grays that do work. Pearl gray, light silver, stone gray, always paired with structured pieces and warm-toned lips. A queen doesn't get lost in the fog. She walks through it with power. And now, let's talk about the most overrated color. The one we all believe makes us look slimmer. But is that really true? 5. Solid black. Yes, I said it. Black can make you look poorer. Shocking statement? Maybe. But hear me out before you judge. Black, when it's high quality, with precise cuts and luxurious fabrics, can be spectacular. But when the fabric is cheap, the cut is outdated, and the color has faded. Black becomes that untrustworthy friend who doesn't tell you there's spinach in your teeth. Queen Letizia of Spain is an expert at wearing black, but she does it masterfully. Clean silhouettes, structured fabrics, metallic accessories, or an elegant red lip. She never gets lost in black. She owns it. Many older women use black as a shield because it slims, because it matches everything, because it's classic. But no one tells you it also hardens your features, accentuates fine lines, and casts shadows on your face that not even the best highlighter can fix. Want to wear black? Use it as a canvas, not a wall. Pair it with pearls, light scarves, or coral lipstick, and make sure the fabric has life. Because a woman who knows what she wants doesn't need to shout it, she shows it. Get ready because what comes next is subtle, but dangerous. 4. Faded baby blue. Baby blue can be a beautiful color in a nursery, but on a woman over 60, worn without intention, it can have the same effect as a forgotten cup of tea, pale, weak, and a little depressing. Jane Fonda, with her powerful style, rarely chooses it. She goes for bold blues, electric or navy. She knows blue should empower you, not dissolve your presence. And trust me, if Jane Fonda doesn't wear it, there's a reason. Picture this mistake: a full outfit in sky blue, a shapeless blouse, loose-fitting pants. What does it say? Nostalgia, submission, forgetfulness. This blue can dull you, especially if you have fair skin or white hair. The contrast disappears, and with it, so does your glow. Looking for alternatives? Go for Klein blue, midnight blue, or a dark structured denim. Colors that say, I'm peace, but I'm also power. Because a queen doesn't dress like a cloud, she dresses like a sky with purpose. And if you thought earth tones were always elegant, the next tip is going to open your eyes. 3. Muddy brown. Brown can be warm, cozy, natural, but it can also be so dull that it makes you disappear completely. Have you ever seen Meryl Streep wearing muddy brown? Number. She goes for ivory, winter white, wine red. Bold colors with character. Because dirty brown ages you. Literally. It gives your skin a sallow look, makes your hair seem dull, and drains all visual energy. This color is especially unflattering in fabrics like thin cotton, polyester, or unstructured sweaters. Instead of flattering your figure, they neglect it. Instead of refining your image, they mess it up. The browns that do work are deep chocolate, roasted coffee, or cognac. Rich shades that pair beautifully with gold, pearls, and elegant textures. Avoid muddy brown the way you avoid a bad haircut, with conviction. Because a queen doesn't walk through mud, she walks confidently on marble. And now we've made it to the final 2 colors. Ones that might look expensive, but can visually cheapen your entire look in a second. 2. Dirty white. There's nothing more elegant than a crisp white blouse. Clean, radiant, perfectly pressed. But when that? White is no longer white and has faded through too many wash cycles, the story changes. That off-white leaning toward gray, yellow, or accidental cream is the visual equivalent of stale wine. It says, I used to be majestic, but not anymore. A clear example? The impeccable Carolina Herrera, always in bright whites, structured cuts, and high-quality fabrics. On her, white is power, purity, and presence. Now imagine her in a dingy, thin, shapeless white shirt. You wouldn't want to see her like that, and neither would I. Dirty white, paired with worn-out jeans or scuffed shoes, makes even the most polished face look tired. It's a color that doesn't forgive. It highlights everything you didn't take care of. The solution? Keep your white garments pristine. If they've lost their brightness, don't save them for wearing around the house. Because even at home, a queen never dims her light. And get ready, because the number 1 color on this list, you might be wearing it right now. 1. Washed out lilac. This one is the worst of them all. Washed out lilac may seem sweet, kind, subtle, but it has a devastating effect. It makes you look tired, invisible, and out of style. Remember when Shakira tried lavender hair? A bold attempt, but one that didn't flatter her skin tone at all. She shines in golds, coppers, earth tones. Lilac, no matter how trendy it sounds, doesn't harmonize with mature warmth. This color, especially in synthetic or low-quality fabrics, starts to resemble something like a hospital gown. Sad, flat, clinical. It doesn't flatter. It doesn't stand out. It doesn't say sophisticated. It says, I gave up. And you, queen, are not at an age to give up. You're at an age to celebrate yourself. If you like lilac, go for deep purple, elegant plum, or a warm-toned lavender in a rich textured fabric. Because with that color, you don't just look more refined, you look like a woman completely at home in her own skin. If you made it this far, drop a unique and special in the comments so I know you're part of our community of women who shine from within. What you learned today is just the beginning. My ebook, More Elegant Than Ever, will show you how to dress for your body type, choose your best colors, and so much more. The link's in the description, and only the first ones to grab it will get all the exclusive content, because you deserve to look like a queen.